So we'll go through next, definition of. Do we know what is the definition of management first? Because before going ahead and discuss about what is meant by HRM, it's good to know what is meant by management. What is meant by management?
Management is just a way in which an organization plans the way on how to control the development in the organization.
Okay, brilliant. So management, yes, is a planning, controlling, leading, controlling. All these are the function of management. Normally, the management is a process of designing an environment. So in a management, we need to design an environment to achieve the pre-selected objective, predetermined objective, whatever the objective we have selected. So management help us to achieve. So we have to design an environment to achieve those objectives. So next, according to the Peter Drucker, he is a quite famous uh, management guru. He wrote many books and he gave many theories, and he's a well scholar and published many books on management. He said, and he mentioned, management is a task. Management is a discipline. So management is a task. Any task we do is need management. Management is a discipline. If we have a discipline, it means we have a management. But management is also people. Every achievement in a management is achievement of managers. So if you're a manager in the success of any organization managers. If the failure of any organization is blamed to be is a failure of the managers. Because in a hospitality industry, the role of the management is a skill coordinate task, technology structure, policies, procedures, processes, execution of the hotel work. So all this we need to be look around under the management, and we'll discuss about the style, leadership style, and the management role.
Okay.
So next we before discussing next, HRM is consist of planning, attracting, developing, and retaining the human resource employees of an organization. So HRM is regarding planning, attracting, developing, and retaining employees within our organization. So we can say HRM. HRM is a managing, planning, organizing, directing, and controlling the function of employing, developing, compensating, utilizing human resource, resulting in the creation and development of the human resource. So we need to be look around. We need to be develop them. Yes, not for the short period of time. We need to develop their skill because ultimately it will help us to be achieve our organization objective.
Yes. Yes.
Is there any difference between managers and leaders?
Yes,
If I'll take
leader is just the head of a group of people. Manager is somebody that plans and structures stuff for a group of people.
okay, so management role to manage something activities within a certain environment, within a certain procedure, within a certain rule. The leader have a capacity to be influence other, influence other, they work in a certain manner. But the management job is not influence others. Management job to be manage the activities. So,
Okay.
leadership is a capacity to establish the direction, influence and align others towards a common aim, motivate and commit them to actions, and make them responsible for their performance. So there are a number of theories on leadership, different leadership style. We're not going through in detail, but it's good to know some leadership style. Any leadership style you think?
Um,
Of course, we can say the democratic leader, autocratic leader. democratic style, autocratic style leadership.
Yes, I heard of those. Yes, I heard of those.
Yes, some leaders can be very strict leaders. They think, if people don't work, if we not monitor them more, they just, want to keep the power with them. They don't want to give the power to others.
Mm-hmm.
So then next, there are number of behavior theories on leadership and management. One is the leadership style is called transactional leader and transformational leader. A further branch of the leader is a transactional and transformational. Attribution and the power influence theories is work. So it means we give them power, we give them, and they can influence others. They can transform the system. So transactional lead, these are the model which we'll go through in one of the lesson, more in detail. These approaches, and it just is good to know, a minute, and we'll go through in more detail during our next lesson. Okay, what about the performance? What is meant by performance?
Um, how well an employee
Mhm.
works, how they behave within the organization.
Yes. So performance, when we are talking about as our organization performance, individual performance, effective environment within our organization that leads overall performance within our organization. So we normally say input, processes, and output. If we have a less input and the less processes and we'll get more output, we'll say is a good performance. Yes, somebody give them
Yeah.
more productivity, more output.
Okay.
So leadership skills, style, standard, power based type of people, relationship, group relationship and structure, abilities of individuals, organization, environment, which environment, external environment. So all these help us to be measure the performance, and to measure the performance, management role is to look around these things, improve the performance within our organization. It's just a little bit discussion about performance in our to address one of learning outcomes. So we need to be to discuss, and we'll go through more discussion in next lesson. Okay.
Okay.
What about the human resource management? Is about HR planning. HR planning, job design. Okay, what is the difference between recruitment and selection?
Recruitment.
Any difference between them?
Um, Recruitment has to do with bringing aboard persons to work,
Mm.
training them, I guess.
Yes,
Um,
recruitment is start with the job description, personal specification, job advertising, and all. Selecting is mean to be checking the right skill the people have and different type of the skill. From the job pool or the staff pool, select the right people, right skill at the right time with the right uh, abilities.
okay.
Retaining employees is very important in our organization. Developing employees is very important. Attracting employees, recruiting in a selection process. So next, okay, if we are going to recruit in HR in a hospitality industry, where you think is the best to advertise?
Hospitality industry.
Hospitality industry,
Um,
where we cannot put the job advert.
well, on the company's website,
Hmm.
for example, if a hotel is recruiting, they can do it on the hotel's actual website
Hmm.
because that's where you have a lot of traffic. They could put it in probably um what do you call these things? Magazines or articles, or they could put them
Yes,
in the
yes,
newspapers.
brilliant. Yes, depends, what type of the skills we're looking. We need to be
Yeah.
identified. We'll provide the fair opportunity. We'll find the right people for the right job, and we can recruit, the right skills. So that's why we need to be choose the right, type of advertising, where we can advertise the job advert, not just on the website. Might be people can't find, information. Might be
Mhm.
people sometimes not use of internet in some countries. So we need to be very careful,
Yeah.
before making. Okay, when we'll make HRM planning, we need to look around the external environment as well, like we discussed in one of our marketing unit as well. External factor, yes, pestal forces, human resource,
Yeah.
technology, economic factor, political, legal, all these sections we need to be looking.
Environmental.
If anything
Mhm.
change, we need to be change our recruitment and the management policies as well.
Okay.
Like, in the UK, we have a flexible working hours new legislation. So employer, if we have a shift pattern, employers have a right to ask, they like to work in the night or day shift. So employer must need to provide them opportunity or need to make them alternative arrangements.
And come and take your thing.
So that's the new internal policies in HR. We need to look around our compliance procedures, our conflict. If we have our organization conflict, we need to be manage them. We need to focus on the organization mission, and anything we need to be any policies or procedure we need to be make. We need to be focus on our mission statement, why we are in a business. Important human resource planning is future personnel needs. We need to be regular, how much we are growing, how many managers we need, what type of the skills we are need, which industry we are need, because hospitality is more people oriented and more people demanding industry. So because people interaction more, because we is a service organization, so we need to be focused more skills,
Okay.
affecting or HR planning. Organization growth cycle, organization is growing regular, we need to be our plan will be affect. So we need to be regular. Environmental uncertainty, yes, sale drop down, anything happen, if the flights cancel and all sort of things, contemporary issues, we need to be focused as well.
What in this case? What do they mean by outsourcing?
Outsourcing, yes, sometime, we can outsource couple of things, like think about the call center, the in a hotel, the booking, lot of booking company, they do the booking for them, and we don't have our pick and drop service, we can give outsource.
Okay.
So that's the different activity we can give outsource agency arrangement. It can be with the recruitment agency, temporary staff, we can recruit them, that could be outsource contract. Food food cooking contract can be outsourced in a hotel.
Okay.
So those sort of, it's outsource mean just giving activities to outsider to do.
Okay. Okay.
Strategies of organization is a long-term plan where the organization want to see themselves in future. So HR planning can be affect growth cycle, how much is the organization growing, how much industry growing, factor environmental uncertainty can be affect organization strategy. We need to focus internal growth, informal, formal, reactive procedures, in board, formal, proactive. So all these, the factor we need to keep in mind. So this is HR, environmental scanning. Yes, we already discussed. So we need to be demand forecast. If we have a higher demand, think about, we are working with to do one lesson about capacity planning. If in a hotel we have a 80% room books,
Mhm.
we need, let's see, we need three cleaners. If we have a 90% room book or 95% room, we need more cleaner, we need more
Yeah.
chef,
Uh-huh.
we need more, we need more supply. So we need to be focused on these things.
Okay.
So HR process, demand forecasting need to be focused as well. Yes, managerial ratio trend analysis we can do. Delphi technique, which will go through one of, anybody learn about 360-degree appraisal?
Yeah, I
No.
did.
Okay, 360-degree appraisal, we not do appraisal, senior and junior only do appraisal.
Mm.
Outsider will do the appraisal, customer will do the appraisal as well. How good you are. Like 360 is a whole cycle in maths, yes? 360
Mhm.
degree angle. So
Yes.
360 degree mean is you get the back from every corner.
Okay.
This technique also called Delphi technique, 360 degree.
Okay.
Regression correlation might be you learn about in statistic. Correlation, the relationship between X and Y. Price, if will
Mhm.
increase the price, the demand will be dropped and the demand will drop. So we
And
need to
if
be look around HR forecasting as well.
okay.
Our supply forecasting, yes, people, how much, what type of skills available, what type of, is it, which age group, what type of supply is available of HR. Our planning, we can look around the job analysis is the process of identifying the necessary skill, knowledge, ability for the purpose of employees to be trained, career development we need to be required. Job evaluation means the using the information of systematically define the value of each job relation to the all jobs within our organization. Some jobs are very, like we say, first contact with the customer is quite important.
Mhm.
Then job enlargement. Job enlargement is a concept is mean giving extra activity, extra responsibility to individual, more tasks, different ledger, so we can make the job enlargement. Or yes, you used to be do the call booking and you used to receive the calls in the past. So you have to deal the back office to do the accounts work as well. That's the example of the job enlargement.
Okay.
Job job enrichment is a characteristic by vertical job loading, mean adding duties and responsibility to provide the variety of skills. So we can enhance, more skills within a job. Job rotation, from one job to other job. We can rotate people,
Yes.
from one role to other role. Worker trades, of course, personal characteristics workers. So recruitment and selection. Recruitment is a process of searching prospective employees, stimulating them to apply for the job. Recruitment is a process of obtain number and quality of employees that can be selected in order to help the organization to achieve its goal. The recruitment process helps the management for select the right candidate for the right job from the job pool. Yes, where we can shortlist many people. Purpose and importance of recruitment, the present and future requirement of the organization, relation to HR planning, sources of recruitment, where we can recruit. We can do internal recruitment and we can do external internal. We can different, department might be like you're working in a different department. You have a education now. You have a skill. You have ability. The managers can be selected within our organization and promotions. External
Okay.
advertising, educational institute, placement agencies, employment exchange, labor contract recruitment at factory gate. The factory gate we can put announce. or the notice board, that we need a worker, these type of.
Okay.
Recruiting required personnel. Uh, we can search for the prospective employees. We can internal, external, evaluate the effectiveness of process. Call. Personal requisition, which is the recruitment. Other department skills and abilities, all we can look around. And selection. Selection is a process of picking the individual out of the pool of the job applicants, their relevant qualification competency to fill the jobs. Can do different types of tests, like before selection, telephonic interviews can be one of example. Application bank selection test, different type of tests, like aptitude, photographic test, and various sort of other tests, which will try to go through one, the lesson on different types of the test. Employment interviews, reference check, medical examination, final and evaluation. This is normally the selection process. Recruitment process is a job description, job advertising, yes, internal, external, staff pool. Selection is from the pool. Any question? Any question?
There's none.
Test and interviews, yes, psychological test, aptitude test, we can informal interview, formal interview, depth interview, stress interview. Nowadays, one method is called star-based method. SAR, star method. Star method is based on competencies. We can ask the question, what was the situation? Give us example when you meet the customer. I'll go through one lesson on with you. I'll add few example, which is quite good. When you apply the job, always try to watch video on star method. Is called competency based interview. S stand for what was the situation. T stand for what was the action, and R stand for what the result. So is sometime the examiner or the interviewer, they ask sort of experience you work. Give us example when you exceed the customer expectation. You have to mention the specific situation, specific task, what action you took, what result were or was. So we need to be focused on. So then we have an induction. We have placed the staff after selection. Next step is the induction. So induction is putting the right people, the right job, the right place, and they are aware of about the organization culture. And mounting a formal induction. So induction people are clear about where the things are, who will be responsible for what. So it's quite clear, and should be proper induction process. Don't leave the people on always shadowing, mentoring, and formal induction process need to be in place within an organization. Any question? Okay, let's do little quiz today on recruitment. So this unit is more theoretical. So please just do a bit background reading, which we'll go through in the second lesson. We'll do some activities, and we'll go through all the learning outcome, and I'll send you some stuff. Okay, we'll go through. This is recruitment and selection. Can you see both?
Yeah.
Okay. So first question, an increase in the labor productivity would allow a business to what? Increase prices, increase what? Lower production, which option you think is correct? Hello? Can you see?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, so which option?
An increase in labor productivity will allow a business to
Okay, so which one?
lower prices or increase profit.
Okay, low prices. Yes, well done, correct. So next, which of these methods would be the best to identify the personality of individual?
Psychometric test, telephone interview, lunch and drink soup and down the port, face to face. Which of the following methods the personality of the candidate? Face to face interview.
Okay, next, process of selecting candidates suitable for interviews is called.
The process of selecting candidates suitable for interview is called the shortlisting.
Sorry, which one?
Shortlisting.
Shortlisting. Well done. The most common method of selecting employees in the UK is online test. Candidates enter formal
The most
interviews.
common method of selecting an employee in the UK is candidate center, a formal interview, and aptitude test. Or is it an online test or aptitude test? One of the two.
So you want to go online? Okay, we'll go back.
Online.
Which of these is not a measure of the workforce performance? Not related to the performance. Which one you think for the labor?
Which of this is not a measure of workforce performance? Labor turnover, absent workforce performance, absenteeism, gross profit margin, labor productivity. Absenteeism.
Which one?
Absenteeism.
Absenteeism. No, it's not. It should be other. Okay, the percentage of the employees who leave the business over a period is known as.
The percentage of employees who leave a business over a period is known as people management ratio, labor productivity, labor turnover, staff recruitment. Labor turnover.
Well done, correct. Next, a business which has a trouble retaining its employees set
Business that has trouble retaining its staff is said to have low morale, low staff retention, high staff loyalty, high, high abstain, low staff retention.
so which option?
Low staff retention.
Row staff retention. Well done, correct. What is induction training?
Then training. Okay. Training for new employees, training for new directors, on the job training for manager, off the job training for part timers. Training for new employees is an induction.
Well done. A key advantage of internal recruitment.
A key advantage of internal recruitment is new skill brought into business. Job can be filled within 3 months. Existing insight into employee skills and ability. Why candidates bound to be selected. A key advantage of internal recruitment is new skill brought. A key advantage of internal recruitment is new skill brought into business. Job can be filled within 3 months. Existing insight into employee skills and ability. Why candidates be bound to be selected. Job can be right existing insight into employee skills and abilities.
So which option?
These are second or third option, yeah.
Second.
Second or third. Anyone. I think it's the third
Okay,
one.
okay, so which of the following common disadvantage of external recruitment?
It's costly.
Costly. Okay, well done. We have 60 points. So first was correct. Second should be psychometric test. And we said face to face. Shortlist was correct. Formal interview is a common method, yes. Interview people take face to face. Gross profit margin is no concern with the workforce performance, not a measure of work performance. Yes, low staff retention. Yes, you said right. Yes, I take your second option. You said third.
Yeah, it is same size control. Yeah.
Yes, correct. Well done. Okay, great. Well done. Okay, so today we cover
Is Antonia still there?
sorry.
Is Antonia still there?
Yes, she's still here online, but I think so. She mute, the voice.
Okay.
The background. I see.
Yes, I'm still here. There's a noise in the background because I'm still at work.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
Okay.
so today we discuss about what is meant by recruitment, what is meant by management. So we discuss about little bit today. Our discussion was leadership and management. We discussed management planning, how we can make effective plan, we can recruit internally, externally, but we haven't discussed about legal framework, which will go through some legal side. We discuss about recruitment and selection, but we'll go through some legislation in the next lesson.
Okay.
And then we need to, yes, we discuss a little bit about performance, but we'll go through few the performance issues, how we can make, what is meant by capacity planning, and those sort of things, which we'll go through in the following lessons. Explain the importance of career development in the lifelong learning, which we'll go through lessons as well. Reward system and what type of reward. We'll discuss about psychological, cultural influence, attitude, behavior in different, why this is in the hospitality industry is important, and we'll discuss about culture industry in the following lessons as well, and we'll discuss about culture and different part of the culture and the staffing, how we can make effective. So that's all today. So please, I have send you one case study to read.
Okay.
We have a company called Enterprise Rent a Car in UK.
Mhm.
And is a British company and is have their recruitment and selection process. So this case study is about recruitment and selection. So please read. This case study is quite good. What is a recruitment? What is cultural diversity? Like one of our learning outcome, training, and we need to address these selections. What is meant by effective and why effective selection process need to be in our organization, and this is all in the service oriented organization. So please go through this case study.
Mhm.
I have included one handout for you. I send you there in your email box as well, which I'll try to upload on Moodle as well. Understanding management and leadership style. So if managers to be effective, their role is important for them to think. Yes, so just all please just read it. And leadership style we discuss as well. A different sort of leadership style. We haven't in detail, but we discuss about transactional leader, transformational leader. So please go through, read this document that will help us to be clear our understanding as well.
Have you sent them?
I already send you all these. So
Yeah, I
please,
think I got. Yeah.
and go through this. At least chapter one of this book is quite good about
Mhm.
hospitality industry role of and approach we call the hard and soft approach. One is more democratic, one is more autocratic, sort of leadership style or approach. So please go through this soft and hard approach of HR,
Okay.
so which will go through in one or two lessons as well. International human resource management, especially in hospitality industry, because when hotels is not only one in one country, they are working and doing business in many countries. Every country have a different sort of the skills required. So we need to discuss about the culture. We have a chapter in the book is on culture specific. So please
Okay.
doing background reading and just and in the next lesson we'll discuss further our learning outcome. Second
Okay.
first remaining few bits and the second next lesson. If you have a question,
Okay.
please ask me. Any question?
No questions.
Okay. And have a nice weekend.
Same here.
Sorry for late
Yeah.
start. Wait. Yes.
Same
Okay.
to you guys.
Okay. Okay. Have a nice time. Huh?
All right.
See you and
Yes.
speak you next week. Huh?
All
Okay.
right,
Bye
then.
bye.
Yes.
Okay.
Could I send you the draft of the assignment now?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
that's fine. Send me.
Tata,
No
can I
problem.
send my
I'll
phone on going to?
yes, no problem.
Okay.
Send me draft and I'll give you the feedback and then we can upload.
Okay.
Okay. Have a nice time. Okay. Good weekend.
All right.
Okay.
Great evening to
Okay.
you. Bye,
Okay. Bye bye.
Tasman.
Same to you. Have a nice time. Huh?
No, no, to me, o gbọ́dọ̀ sá lọ bí ti dúkìá. Máa kí ènìyàn lánàá ní sáwọn àtàrẹ́ǹtì mi.